Assalamu alaikum, family. Hope y'all doing well today. Happy Friday. We made it through the end of the week. All praises are due to Allah. Today, the weekend is upon us. So we just thank Allah that He has brought us through another week. Hope that you all are having a blessed day. Hope that you had a blessed week. And like I always say, in the likelihood that you're having one of those days or whatever the case may be, always remember this. Tough times don't last, tough people do. Keep your hope, trust, and faith in Allah God, and He will see you through. I could definitely bear witness to that. Maybe I should have done this video first. Um, this is a sad, tragic story I'm about to speak on. So in East Point, Michigan, which is a suburb of Detroit, an eastern suburb, right outside Detroit, um, a McDonald's employee, well, not former employee, has been charged with fatally stabbing her manager. Um, the young lady, the alleged killer, is 26 years old. I'm gonna give you her name here. Afeni Muhammad. Afeni Muhammad, 26. She's been charged with stabbing Jennifer Harris, 39. Charged with stabbing her 15 times. I think they said she stabbed her in the face. So if she's convicted, which she probably will be, she faces up to life in prison for first degree murder and up to 5 years for carrying a dangerous weapon with unlawful intent. So she's gonna do some serious time. And this is sad and heartbreaking because this could have been avoided. Um, Jennifer Harris, I think I got her name right. Yes, Jennifer Harris had 6 children. She leaves behind 6 children. Her oldest daughter was 20. 6 children. I think the youngest. I think the news there in Detroit said that the youngest is 5 years old. I think from 5 to 20. So they're without their mother. The father of the children is in prison. One parent is in prison. One parent is going to be buried soon. This family has been torn apart and has suffered, and it's a damn shame. And I feel for them. I feel for Afeni Muhammad too, but I'm gonna get into that in a couple seconds. This could have been avoided, and we have got to learn conflict resolution. I keep saying that on my social media accounts, and I've said it on here many of times. We have got to learn conflict resolution. We have got to learn it. I always say on here when I close out my videos, I've been saying it for years now. We don't have to agree, but let's agree to disagree without being disagreeable. We got to use logic, common sense, facts, and respect in our disagreements, not emotion and disrespect, like what happened here. It went too far. A person, 2 lives have been ruined. One person, like I said, is gone. She isn't coming back. Her children won't see her again. They won't be able to have conversations with their mother. And this young lady, Afeni Muhammad, her life is over. 26. She's gonna spend 30 years in prison, life in prison. Her life is done. And for what? Senseless. So my condolences and my prayers go out to the Harris family. I'm my heart breaks for you. I'm sorry. I shouldn't I don't like saying I'm sorry. My condolences. My condolences, my deepest condolences. Now, on the Afeni Muhammad side of things, my heart goes out to her too, because in the media is something else. Malcolm warned us about the media decades ago. He said the media, and I'm paraphrasing here, but he said the media will have you feeling empathy for the oppressors and hating the oppressed. They have a way of doing that. It's Jedi mind tricks. They have a way of doing it. They are crafty devil, the most effective devil in America, the media. They're tugging on people's heartstrings with this story. It's a sad story. But however, there's more to it. So 2 days before this murder, which occurred on yesterday, and thank God for that good Samaritan that was in the drive-through that didn't allow Afeni Muhammad to get away. He shot his gun. He was a licensed CPO holder. Excuse me, a licensed CPL holder. He shot his gun up in the air and detained Miss Muhammad until the cops got there. He made sure she didn't get away. He held her at gunpoint. So good for him. Good for that good Samaritan. Salute to you, because it could have gotten worse. She could have been on the run. So, but he held her at bay until the cops got there. Uh-uh. Hold on one second. Excuse me. One second. No. Come on. Sorry about that. My dog was trying to go in the office right here. The door was cracked. So my apologies. But in any event, he held her at bay until the cops got there, this good Samaritan. Before I go any further, hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button down, hit that subscribe button so you get notifications or whenever I do videos on here. So, um, Miss Muhammad was arraigned today in court in Detroit. If if she's convicted, which she more than likely will be, she's going to be doing life in prison and an additional 5 years. So, it was reported in the media that there was a dispute between Miss Harris and Miss Muhammad. Miss Harris was the manager, Miss Muhammad was the employee. There was a dispute. She sent her home. Miss Harris sent Miss Muhammad home. 5 minutes later, Miss Muhammad had on a mask and she came back with a knife and she stabbed uh, Miss Harris in the face, stabbed her 15 times. 15 times. And when she was trying to get away, that's when the Good Samaritan fired his gun, a shot up in the air. No one was struck. Thank Allah for that. And he detained Miss Muhammad until the cops got there and arrested her because she could have been a fugitive. She could have been on the run. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. 2 days before this unfortunate incident, this tragic incident, Miss Muhammad took to social media on TikTok or on Instagram. I think it was Instagram. And she complained about her job. She complained about how she was being bullied by Miss Harris. Not only her, but other employees. The video is out there. It's on social media. But like I said about the media, they didn't report this. They did not report this. I watched all four of the major outlets in Detroit, all four of the media outlets in Detroit: Fox, CBS, ABC, NBC, all the affiliates there in Detroit, even in the papers. None of them reported that Miss Muhammad said she was being bullied at work. that she was fed up. She was tired of being talked about and picked on. They didn't report that. They're making Miss Muhammad out to be some unhinged, crazed killer, which she was unhinged. And what she did was wrong. Let me be very clear. I'm not condoning what she did, but we have to address workplace bullying. There have been far too many incidents for decades about unfortunate outcomes of workplace bullying when it's not being contained, when it's not addressed. And this is one of those instances. This young lady went on Instagram and complained about how she was being bullied by Miss Harris, how Miss Harris were bullying other employees, how she had been sent home 2 days in a row, how she came in on her day off. She volunteered to come in on her day off, and she was talked down to and sent home. She was trying to help out. She spoke about this on her Instagram account. Again, the video is out there. I shared it on my timeline. It's disturbing because she seems to be emotionally distraught. And I know people are going to say, well, that could be made up. She could be lying. You don't know what people are going through. You do not know what people are going through. So how dare you judge what other people are, their emotions, their feelings, what they're going through? Who the hell made you to be the judge? It's not, we can't afford that. We're not Allah. We're not the supreme being. We're not the most high. You can't tell someone that they're lying or that they're making. How do you know? You're not in their shoes. And I've been in the job market. I've been working for 34 years, and I've seen a lot in those 34 years. I've witnessed people being bullied. And yes, I'm including my years in the military because I was still working. I was working for the in the government. I was a government employee. So yes, that counts too. And yes, there's workplace bullying in the military. And in fact, in the military, it's worse than it is in the civilian world. When you're a government employee, it's worse. My mother could speak on that. She witnessed it when she worked at the post office. So we cannot, I think we brush aside and we want to say, well, you got to be bigger than that. You got to be bigger than your emotions. This is true. But when you cannot treat people any kind of way and think you're going to get away with it. You cannot talk down to people. You don't know what they're going through in their domestic life. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know what they're maybe Miss Muhammad had been bullied all her life. And she just got fed up and she killed this woman. Unfortunately. I'm not condoning it. But we have to address workplace bullying. And we have to address conflict resolution. We have to learn it. Don't these jobs have sensitivity training? Like like a place like McDonald's, this multi-billion-dollar corporation that's poisoning us. Don't they have some kind of sensitivity training? I mean, my God, this didn't have to happen. And I believe Miss Muhammad. Call me crazy, call me whatever. But I believe her. I believe Miss Harris was bullying her. That does not mean that Miss Muhammad was right for murdering her. Let me be very clear on that. That does not mean that she was right. But we have got to address workplace bullying, damn it. We have got to address it. I cannot stand a bully. I was bullied. And people think just because you become an adult that it stops. No, it's actually worse. Now, Miss Harris was 13 years older than Miss Muhammad, and in the in her video on social media, I believe it was Instagram, Miss Muhammad said that Miss Harris was saying, y'all worse than my kids. I'm gonna treat y'all like my kids. I'm gonna take my bed off and beat y'all. Stuff like that. I mean, come on. Y'all can't say that this woman was lying. How do you know? How do you know? Were you there? I wasn't there, but I believe her because she sounded emotionally distraught in that video. And again, it's on social media. She sounded emotionally distraught, like she had had enough. She was fed up. She was at her wits' end. And Lord and Allah, only Allah knows how long this had been going on. I don't think this just happened this week. This probably had been going on for months, maybe years. Who knows? I'm sure it will come out in court. But why aren't the media talking about this video that this young lady put out 2 days prior to this murder? Why do you think? They want you to feel grief stricken, and sorry for the family. Which, okay, I get that. I do. My heart goes out to the Harris family. My heart goes out to her 6 children, her loved ones. It really does. Those employees there at that McDonald's. But we have to look at the bigger picture. This young lady, from what it seems, from her own words, she was being bullied at her job. And she was fed up and had enough. We have got to learn conflict resolution, y'all. I hate that this happened. I hate that 2 lives are ruined. I got emotional about this last night when I was here and I was just thinking about it. I got emotional because this didn't have to happen. And I've been in that place of being bullied, and it's not cool. It's not cool. And I have gotten to the point where Miss Muhammad was, where I wanted to go back to the job and hurt somebody. So I know I know I have empathy for her. As crazy as that may sound, and y'all may say, "Man, you bugging, you bugging." I'm not condoning what she did, but I have empathy because I have been in that place. I know what that's like. I know what that's like. And she gonna have to pay for her crimes, and I get that. But I have empathy for her because bullying it's a traumatic experience. I was bullied, as a child, but I learned to throw these and pick up something if I have to. I'm not gonna go into that right now because I picked up something that I shouldn't have picked up a couple times. But again, I'm not gonna go into all that. I picked up weapons. I'll just put it like that. Weapons. And I was bullied in the workplace in the military. I sure was in my 20s and 30s, particularly in my 20s. So I know what that's like. Someone using their position to get the upper hand on you to bully you. Well, I'm your boss. I could do and say as I please to you. No, you cannot. And again, let me be very clear. I'm not condoning what Miss Muhammad did to Miss Harris. I'm not condoning it at all. But it has to be addressed. It has to be addressed, y'all. Forgive me for being emotional. Y'all gonna say what y'all say. Some of y'all, I mean, it's all good. But that really irks my nerves, and it breaks my heart to see someone going through being bullied. It breaks my heart. I hate a bully. I hate a bully with every fiber of my being. I just cannot stand a bully. I hate it with every fiber of my being. As Allah is my witness. I hate it. I get it. You may be going through things at home or whatever, but don't take out your troubles on other people. I hate a bully. I hate it. Mm. I'm sorry. Whew. Get myself together. Okay, I'm good. Whew, I'm good. I'm good. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button. Smash that thumbs up button on. Hit that subscribe button so you get notifications whenever I do videos on here. I just got emotional there. So please forgive me, y'all. But I just can't stand it because people have committed suicide due to being bullied. There have been many cases where people, young people, adults, have taken their lives over being bullied. And in this, and in more, in a lot of cases, this one being one the case too, they have taken the lives of the people who bullied them and those who had nothing to do with it. There was collateral damage, so to speak. I'm gonna take out the bully and I'm gonna take out everybody else. These school shootings, these workplace shootings, where they killed a bully or bullies and everybody around them who had nothing to do with it. We have got to address workplace violence, workplace bullying, and conflict resolution. I don't think we take it seriously enough in this country until after the fact. Why don't we nip it in the bud before it gets to this point? We need to nip it in the bud. We really do. Because far too many people are going to lose their lives and ruin their lives over something that could be easily just squashed, talked about. Something easily that could be nipped in the bud. Many people are going to lose their lives. Many families are going to suffer because we don't take it serious. We don't. I really feel we it's so generic now. Okay, you do a workplace bullying, whatever. You do a video on workplace violence. You don't do it. No, we don't take it serious enough. We don't, and it's unfortunate. And again, many lives are going to be lost and ruined because we just brush it aside, and that's unfortunate. But this is the wicked world that we live in. So I'm not surprised by it. Hit that thumbs up button. Smash that thumbs up button now. Hit that. Oh yeah. Hit that thumbs up button. Smash that the thumbs up button now. Hit that subscribe button so you get notifications whenever I do videos on here. Just got a bit of emotion. I lost my train of thought. Maybe I should have done this video first because the first video had a happy ending. This one has a sad ending, and I didn't mean to ruin y'all. Oh my God, I should have done this video first, but it is what it is. So my bad. But in any event, I'm gonna hop off of here. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful weekend. Despite this video, have a blessed and wonderful weekend, and I will do the same as well. That's all we can do. Love your loved ones. And if you're on a job where you see this, someone being bullied, someone being talked down to, step in and do something about it. Someone should have done something about this before it got to this point. Where were these other employees? Were they that scared of Miss Harris where they couldn't intervene and report this or try to stop it? Where were they at? Or did they just ignore it? But in the event, have a blessed and wonderful weekend. I know this is a sad, depressing story, and I apologize. I should have done this video first. Um, but have a blessed and wonderful weekend. Be safe, whatever you're doing. Whether you going to work, if you got to work this weekend like me, going to work, coming home from work. The children, they're on vacation, they're out of school. You're on vacation with the children, going somewhere with them, running errands, getting some stuff done around the house, or just staying at home doing nothing, chilling. Be safe, beware, and be aware. Satan comes to kill, steal, and destroy. And for those of us who will be at work, be safe at work. As we saw with this story, you saw what happened. Support my YouTube videos here, my future projects. It'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you for rocking with me, y'all. Please continue to rock with your brother. I need y'all love and support. I cannot do these without it. So please, I thank y'all. I love y'all immensely. Um, and I know there's going to be some who disagree with me on what I said regarding Miss Afeni Muhammad. I'm not condoning what she did. I'm not condoning it by any means. But I know there's going to be some of you who disagree with me, and I get it. We all entitled to our opinion. You have a right to your opinion. Let's agree to disagree without being disagreeable. Please. Let's agree to disagree without being disagreeable. In our disagreements, let's use logic, common sense, facts, and respect, not emotion and disrespect. That'll get you nowhere. So please, 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 let's agree to disagree without being disagreeable. Hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button down, hit that subscribe button. And I love y'all. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful weekend and be safe. All right, now I will talk to y'all soon, sooner than later, inshallah. And I'm out. And y'all just take care. Take care, y'all. Let's be safe out here. This devil want to take us out. So I love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all soon, inshallah. I'm out. Assalamu alaikum.